how's it going, YouTube? This is Gonja, and I'm gonna do a little bit of LAV training today. I've had some people asking me how I get those amazing tow missile kills, and I'm gonna try to demonstrate it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I am going to show you guys my LAV setup. And what we got is a 25mm HE shell, of course the tow missile, active protection, zoom optics, which are necessary, and the autoloader. And then that's pretty much it for that. So we're gonna head out to the test range now. We're gonna grab the LAV. First thing I want you guys to see here is when you're in the zoom optics and when you fire your tow missile, the number one thing that you need to keep an eye out for is the fact that the tow missile is trying to get to the center. When you fire it, that's where its target is, the center of your crosshair. So what I like to do, try to give you guys some pointers here. First thing is, know your target's pathway, know where he's flying, know what he's trying to do. The more you can identify what he's doing, the better chances are that you'll be able to keep him at bay, and the more control you'll have over him. Now this little bomber up here is my target to practice here. So what we're looking for here is you need to be able to aim above and below your target at all times. Not only from the 1X, but the 3X as well. Both targets need to be able to aim above and below, left and right. You need to be able to keep that in mind. Now, as he's coming around here, he's going to be going a little bit left to right, so you want to keep him about 5 clicks before you fire. Fire the tow missile and then try to guide it to him. And keep it level. As you see there, I was able to recorrect my shot and bring it back and take him out with pretty much a little bit of ease there. Obviously, I've been doing it for a little bit longer than most of you guys have. Probably taken down, I can't even count how many helicopters I've taken down, but the point is with practice, that motion of controlling the tow missile and guiding it to your target, it'll just make sense after a while. But what you guys have to realize is that there's a little bit of a delay in the tow missile as you move it, and that's why you need to be able to aim above and below at all times, because there is a slight chance that if you don't make the right lead, that you can correct the shot. Now as this freaking stupid bomber comes in, I'm trying to spot where it is. This is one of the biggest problems you'll have when trying to find a jet or a helicopter in the air, is where they are. And get yourself set. You want to be level and not moving. And once again, I've got the aim above, I've got the aim below, left and right. He's kind of flying away a little bit. Now this will be a little bit of a tricky shot here. I'm already zoomed in. It's good to see where he's at and get an idea. Wait for him, and then 5 clicks, bring it in, watch for the tow missile, keep it level, and make contact. You wanna, when that tow missile flies off, you really want to watch the warhead. Try to keep your eyes peeled on it, and just try to follow it as you move the crosshair to the target. Very subtle movements. You don't really want anything too sporadic. You don't want to, jerk it, unless you've got a helicopter that's flying across the screen at breakneck speed and you're really trying to get them. Then go ahead and by all means try to be more aggressive with your cursor. But you want to keep in mind that, like, here we go, the situation where I really can't aim above him as much as I'd like to be able to, and so it's one of those things where you gotta have to try to find the spot. Now I'm gonna try this. Got about 1:12 here before this video is going to cut down on me, so I want to kind of get through this with you guys. But above, below, I got the left, the right. It's about 5 clicks on the bar on the horizontal. Fire it and then try to lead it to him. And once again, I was able to get a smooth takedown right there. But here at the end of this video, I'm gonna try to list some important pointers for you guys. And just take those things to the battlefield, and with some practice, you will be able to get this down. So it's just kind of always be able to aim above and below. Keep in mind the tow missile is going to the middle of that crosshair at all times, and just know where your target's at. So that's pretty much it for the test range. I'm gonna leave this video with some clips that I've had, and I'll try to talk you through those with some slow-mo and some stuff, and maybe get you guys a little bit more detail into how this is gonna go down when you're out there on the battlefield. But that's it for the test range for now. So So here we go with the first clip now. As you see, the helicopter's in low. They really don't have that good of a range on them, so I'm going to identify the flight path as the first thing. I shoot a little bit early, so I start to lead him early. 3 to 4 clicks, that's all I had on that one. So what I do to compensate is I start to pull that crosshair a lot farther across. As you see, as the tow missile's moving, I pulled the crosshair a lot farther across. By the time it hits him, the tow missile hits with about 10 clicks. Now I'm going to show you guys the clip again. As I come in, you can see the helicopter is really kind of low. The angle's not that great. Matter of fact, I don't even believe I could aim above and below. So I didn't have much time to just compensate. I knew he was going to be moving from right to left, so I just made do with what I had. That's the quick thinking, and just on your feet and do what you got to do. But here it goes, a little bit more slow this time. As I come in on the helicopter now, you see that I only was able to get, I didn't even do a test, I just know, just by looking, but I only had the 3 clicks, like I said, and I compensated as that tow missile was flying. You can kind of see the aggressive pull. You don't want to go more than 10 clicks. I mean, like, you go too much more and you're not gonna get the shot. So you really gotta keep an eye on how much you're compensating. It's one of the big things you gotta look out for. Alright, so with this next clip you guys see, I'm coming in up on the helicopter. He's way out there. I've spotted my target. First and foremost, know where he's at and what he's going to do. I've identified that he's just kind of hovering right there. So I'm gonna change to my tow missile and I'm just gonna fire this one at him. I don't really need much more than 1 click or 2 clicks on him. He's not moving a lot. And all you gotta do is just guide that helicopter pretty much into the tow missile. I mean, I know that seems kind of weird. You're not guiding him, you're guiding the tow missile to him, but essentially that's what you're going to be looking for. Now I'll try to play this clip one more time and get you a better clear look at what I did. So here we go again. This is like as slow as I can play it for you guys. As I approach him, I realize that, like I said before, he's not really doing a lot of sporadic movement. He's kind of just hovering over the objective over there, which is mostly the targets that you guys want to go for to start out with. Targets that are moving a lot, you want more practice with these easy targets that are just kind of hovering around out there. Like I said, as you guys can see, I only led him about 3 clicks, no more than that, because he's already kind of, the farther away they are, the less that you have to lead them, because the tow missile's traveling farther, and essentially all you have to do is keep moving with him. You let him 3 clicks. You want to try to keep the amount of clicks that you're moving in rhythm with the helicopter. So if he keeps flying, you want to try to keep that spacing throughout the entire flight of the tow missile. Now, when it comes to the sporadic movements and the helicopter starts dipping down or trying to elevate, you start making some crazy adjustments. That's when you guys have to be able to aim above and below, like I said before in the beginning of the video, and it's very important to keep those things that I said in mind. So I'm gonna play one more clip here, and I'm gonna put the details on screen for you. All right, so here we go, guys. Just a little recap of what we've went over. Spot your target and determine his flight path. First and foremost, know where the helicopter is going. Maintain your above and below aim at all times. Lead no more than 10 clicks. The more you lead them, the harder it is to get that tow missile to stay on target. Once fired, maintain that lead until contact. Use subtle movements with the crosshair. The more sporadic you are, the harder it is to keep that tow missile on target. Avoid driving if possible. Any movement will keep that tow missile moving. Keep your eyes on the missile if possible. That also helps you guide it in there. And last but not least, you guys either rage on, rejoice, and try again. It's a very complicated thing. It's taken me at least a year or more to learn how to do this as well as I have. And I hope this helps you guys out in your journey for tow missile takedowns. I love doing this, and hopefully you guys find the joy in doing it as well. I'm Gonja, signing off. Peace.